Welcome everybody to Baldur's Gate. This is the Enhanced Edition made by Beamdog. The original game was made by like Wizards of the Coast, and because they own Dungeons and Dragons, of course, and Interplay and BioWare and Black Isle. I have the like OG strategy guide to like just kind of show off that I've been playing this game for a really long time. And I love it. At some point I might show off, like my strategy guide even has little notes that I've taken in it. It's kind of cute because, you know, that was all probably from when I was like 10 or something. Yeah, and then I've also got some notes here on the side so that I can take my character exactly where I want to. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into a new game. Let's hop in. He who fights with monsters should look that he himself does not become a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. These are 1998 CGI cutscenes, yo!
No, you can't. I will be the last, and you will go first. There are others. I can show you, please. Please.
Crunch onto the heap. Oh hey, I know that guy. Yeah, I mean, for anyone who likes keeping up with different voice actors and stuff, this is going to be a treat. There is a ton of really talented voice work in this game. So you'll be recognizing a lot of people. You also might know that guy because, you know, if you recognize the armor, that guy might be in a future game. But yes, welcome to Baldur's Gate. I love the old CGI movies. They're so good. They're so late 90s. But the tone and like the visuals and everything and the like shot direction of just that sequence, it just gets you perfectly in the mood for like what this game is and what you'll be dealing with. So we're gonna hop in, new game. Now, I have actually already created my character, but I figure since I want this to be a fairly thorough playthrough, I will take you guys through character creation. It's very simple compared to what modern games do, but like this was, oh whoa, such a cool character creator back in '98. So here you can choose your gender, and then you can choose your portrait. Now let's grab this scallywag. You can pick your race. There is, because this is a old D&D system, we're talking about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, like version 2 is what this runs off of. This isn't even like Dungeons and Dragons 3 yet. So this is 2. Your race that you pick actually matters quite a bit. Humans can only be single classed unless you have enough experience points that you can, and like character points that you can then, during a later level, dual class into something else. And we'll get more into that later. I don't want to throw you guys too far into the weeds on this, but just letting you know that like what you pick for your race matters. So you have your human, and then elves get these bonuses, most notably a +1 to dexterity, a -1 to constitution. You have your half-elves, which really don't get the bonuses of being a human or an elf, but that means you also don't get the downsides of being an elf. Dwarves get +1 constitution, -1 dexterity, and -2 charisma. Halflings get +1 dexterity, -1 strength, -1 wisdom. Gnome is +1 intelligence and -1 wisdom. And half-orc gets +1 strength, +1 constitution, and -2 intelligence. So let's just say we're a half-elf for this guy that we're not going to play. This also means that because we are a half-elf, we could multi-class. So you have all your normal classes here that you could play, or you could simultaneously be leveling up in a multi-class. So, you know, if you wanted to be a mage thief, you get the abilities of being a mage, being a thief. The only downside is that your experience points that you get during the game are split halfway between these two classes. So you're leveling up at a slower rate than you would if you were just a mage or just a thief. Pick your alignment. He seems like a chaotic neutral kind of fella. Abilities. For most modern RPG games, they will give you like a set roll. In this game, however, if you want to, you can spend forever re-rolling to get a better score. And personally, I would recommend at least giving yourself a score of 80. If I'm being real though, I generally do not start a game without my character at least having a total roll over 85. Elves are just sickly little guys. But yeah, here, an 85. And I suggest that because power gaming in this game is not a bad thing. Like, if you're playing an actual D&D campaign with your friends and stuff, power gaming's up to everybody at the table. However, your DM in this situation is a computer, and the computer does not hold your hand. The computer will not say, oh, well, Brian, I know you've had a really tough week, so, your character didn't actually die. Your friends were able to, get him over to the medic, and he's healed up. You're not gonna suffer a penalty for this. The computer does not care about your feelings, or if you've had a bad week. So roll yourself some decent stats, please. Let's just say that's good. Here, you get skills. We'll kind of get more into skills as we're going through the campaign. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time here. But basically, you have your weapon proficiencies. So, what weapons is this character going to be good at? Let's say he's good with long swords and a crossbow. And then, these are his thieving skills. We're just gonna put them all in pickpocket. He's a pickpocket. And then these are our mage skills. So these are our actual spells. If you are going with something like a mage, I highly recommend Infravision. Is a crappy spell. Don't use it. Having Find Familiar is nice because if you summon a familiar, it gives you a little bit of a bonus, usually a little bit of a bonus to your health. So Find Familiar is a good one to have right away. Where's the other one? Sleep. Sleep is a really good spell to have around level 1 because Sleep will, as it implies, knock out enemies. And if you can get enemies knocked out, that means they cannot damage you, which is very, very useful. So we'll say that you have that one memorized. And then here, oh, here's where you get to make your little guy. And you can change his hair color, even though you can't really see it with his hood up. Skin color. Dude's gonna steal everyone's wallet, damn. Let's see. This guy's definitely more of an orangey color. There we go. And wow, you know, you're so used to modern games with all your sliders and things. That's it. That's all you get. You get your hair, your skin, the major color of your clothing, and the minor color of your clothing. And then voice.
Onward! I feel this is my rightful place. I will require rest soon.
This character creation, I know,
I
right?
should be more productive with my time.
I do love, though, how even if you're playing like a male character, it doesn't lock off any of the voices to you. So you can play with any of these.
All will die. None other than me shall be in this place. Your life shall be mine. I deserve to be leader. Death will come swiftly for you.
Death will come swiftly for you. It's so funny. I feel like half of the female voices are kind of like this old croony kind of voice acting going on, but your character in this game, no matter what you do, is canonically about 20 years old. So I don't know why it's all these like, eat my poisoned apple.
Go, go, go!
See, this one's good.
Everybody listen to me now.
I like that one a lot.
Now you're going to be sorry! I've always been leadership material. Sleepy time can't come soon enough.
Who's in for it now?
Who's in for it now? If you're playing the, you know, female dwarf, love that.
Death to you all!
As it should be.
Your life ends here.
I alone belong here. I am so very weary.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble. Ha ha! I'll lead 'em well.
You got this coming!
That voice line, this is not Robin Williams, but I swear to God, that voice line in particular really sounds like Robin Williams to me.
If nobody else is gonna step up, why not?
And then you hear the rest of them and it's like, oh, okay, no, that's obviously somebody else.
Ready for that nap anytime now. What's it gonna take to get a little action around here? Oh, that one's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Oh,
Well, of course. I grow torpid and require slumber. How tedious all this becomes.
Get over here. Right then, I'm in charge. That's about enough. For one day, you don't want my hands getting idle.
And then you can name your character. Scallywag. And then from there, you would accept and go into the game. Or, another interesting option is that, I know I explained in my Drawing a Blank video that there's like 30 companions in the game. If you wanted to, you could actually create your whole party from scratch. So you could just click create party, and then it would let you start creating another character. But we're not playing with Scallywag. let's go ahead and grab. And they do have a whole bunch of like pre-made characters for you if you aren't like, or if you're like not sure about creating your own character. So, you know, you can pick from any of these as well. But I also already saved our character. It is Voss. Voss, swashbuckler, chaotic good. So now I just gotta adjust the appearance. That looks good. We're gonna go with the default and Voss, correct. And then we can also look at our biography. So if you wanted to, you could write your own biography here. I guess you could make yourself an old crone. But here's the biography that the game gives you, and could also help you, like, inspire you to make your character. So, inspired by your foster father's colorful tales of rogues and scoundrels, you spent your childhood yearning for intrigue. On the stage of your imagination, the ambling, preoccupied monks of the keep have often played the secret lords of Waterdeep, their purses ripe targets for your nimble fingers. On more than one occasion, Gorion has asked you very tactfully to return a pen or an inkwell to the pocket from which it came. The more valuable of the keep's treasures remain impenetrable to your wiles, but you have little desire to steal from your benefactors anyway. You long for a more appropriate and accessible pickings. You know little of how you came to be a ward of Gorion's, but over the years you have gleaned something from your mother's tale, from his vague allusions, and from the words he sometimes uttered in tear-filled sleep. She was a human from Silvery Moon, and a friend of his for many seasons. As you have no memory of her, nor any keepsakes to remind you of her existence, you have come to believe that she died while giving birth to you. Perhaps it was the pain of such a parting that led Gorion to cloister himself within the narrow halls of Candlekeep and raise you as his own. Of your father, you have learned nothing. So yeah, as you can see, it does add in like a few things here that are reflective of how I made my character, which I think is also really neat. And so with that, we're ready to go. And hey! Thanks, Rocodamia, for the sub. And we will be playing on normal mode. Back in the day, there was one difficulty, and that difficulty was core rules. So this is technically the setting that I grew up playing the game at. This is aimed at veteran players who are well-versed in AD&D mechanics. Enemies deal full damage, party members can permanently die, and spells aren't guaranteed to be copied into spellbooks. We're going to be playing on normal. This is how I normally play the game now, because the enemies deal 25 less damage. Party members cannot permanently die, which is just convenient. So nice. Hit point rolls are maximized, also very nice, because you can just be screwed by luck of the dice here. And spells can be copied in spellbooks without failure. I also love that. So it's mostly the same as core rules, but with a couple of the more annoying things that I don't want to deal with taken out of it. If you also want to play the game for yourself, there is story mode. And you can basically swap to this anytime you want, unless you're trying to play through Legacy of Baal, which is just the really, really hard campaign. But the party gains all the benefits of easy difficulty, and they cannot die in combat. So here you can literally just run through the story if you want. We're gonna play on normal. Venture.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
All right, and here we are. I can zoom way in onto my character. I like to keep it about here though. And we are immediately met with a whole lot of different buttons. I will slowly take us through what all of these things do. However, here we have our most important thing, the dialogue box down here. Welcome to Candlekeep, your home. As you move about the keep, you will find green-robed monks. Your character should walk over and talk to them. Many important messages will be given to you through the text window on the bottom of the screen. To expand and contract this window, simply drag the top to the desired height. So our green-robed guys over here are going to be our tutorial, basically. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Hello, child. I've been instructed to tell you about basic mechanics of movement and time. If there's anything of that sort you would like to know more of. Now, I am going to, kind of go quickly through this tutorial stuff. But basically, you can pause the game, which you can do with spacebar. The area map will be this compass-looking button right here, and I can pull that up at any time. Camera zoom, I already showed that off. I can scroll in or scroll out to zoom in or zoom out. Movement is done through clicking. And combat rounds happen automatically. So if you're familiar with Baldur's Gate 3, you know that that's a turn-based game. And technically, Baldur's Gate is turn-based as well, but the turns happen in real time. So I have to choose when to pause combat. Otherwise, the rounds will just keep playing out as if it's going on in real time. Very well. Return to me if you wish to continue your lessons.
Yes? It will be done.
We're going to start things off. Here, I'll show off the map. Here's our home, Candlekeep. And here we can see Candlekeep. This is the Great Library. Over here is the Candlekeep Inn. We have the priest quarters, Temple of Ogma, which Ogma, I believe, is a god of wisdom and learning. So makes sense that it's here where there's a big old library. There's the storehouse. Here's the front gate, the clinic, the bunkhouse, and the barracks. And then we can also go here to the world map, and we can see here we are. We're on the Sword Coast. And this is Baldur's Gate up here. So eventually we'll be heading up to the city. We've got the Friendly Arm Inn, Beregost, and then Nashkel and Nashkel Mines down here to the south. So, yeah, like I said, this button will always be your map, and you can go to your world map, and then this button here will always return you to the game.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
We are gonna go in here.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Alright, I'm interested to read a couple of these, actually. What can you tell me about fighting my enemies? To attack friendly or neutral characters with a blue or green foot circle, select your currently equipped weapon and then your desired target. But such acts do carry consequences. Tell me about Thaco. Thaco, or to hit armor class 0, is the number your attack roll must meet or exceed to successfully hit a creature with an armor class of 0. The lower your Thaco, the more likely you are to hit your target. So that's another thing here in old D&D, is that we have Thaco, which is kind of confusing, and D&D has since dropped Thaco altogether and no longer uses this system because it's a lot of math. But I will try my best to explain what you need to know about it. Armor class. Armor class is your overall defensive rating. Your armor class is added to the attack roll of any creature attacking you. So a low, or even negative, armor class makes you more difficult to hit. Yes, so we don't want our armor class going up. We actually want our armor class to go down. That is another thing that is different from modern D&D. Saving throws. Your saving throw scores are a bit like your Thaco. They provide a number that you must meet or beat to avoid the worst outcomes of spells or other effects. As with Thaco, a lower score is best. So yeah. Low scores. I've learned enough, thanks.
With ease.
Gonna make our way around the library here. I gotta say, I wish I had a library that was like a giant castle. That sounds amazing.
Hey, it's me, Emmowen.
Hey! Hi, Emmowen. I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off, too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, and will not say to where. Leave me be, I've no time to waste on you today, child. I'm sorry, child, but I'm not to tell anyone what we are doing. I must go. You must not tarry about either. Winthrop will want the beds turned down after you are done in the stables. I'm gonna go with the first one. Little one, I'm not that much younger than you, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. A journey, huh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep. Really wish I could. Yes, sir. Really do. All right. I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Oh, don't be silly. Brian would never let you finish the sentence. Especially after what that letter of his said. Did I say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter. Nope. I'll just get back to work now. You'd better go. Gorion is waiting.
Yes, it will be done.
You're a queer fellow.
Don't keep Mr. G waiting now. Come on, you. Get going. I think Emmowen knows more than she's letting on.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know. But you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there's no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Please, Father, tell me where we'll be going. Alas, I cannot, for I've not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amongst its teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. What could possibly harm us here? This place is a fortress, and guarded beyond measure. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but it's not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible, for our safety, and for that of our friends here. What should I bring on this journey? If you'd just give me a clue as to what I would need. My dear child, you should know yourself well enough to purchase the gear you need. I've given you what I can spare, so hurry off to the inn and speak with Winthrop. Use your skills as a reference, and buy what basics you must, though spend wisely. His prices are fair, but you may not have enough gold to purchase all that you would want. Just wait a little longer. There are a few more things I must do. Alright. So Gorion is going to wait for us until we are ready. Does Neverwinter Nights have custom portraits? I assume there's a way to probably get them in there. It might not be as user-friendly as it is in Baldur's Gate, though.
Very strict.
Soon be gone, will ya? Gorion asked me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat before you leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Voss? Yes, Gate Warden. I would appreciate that. Good then, child. 'Tis one thing to maintain control of yourself in the heat of battle, but 'tis quite another to maintain one's authority over a group. I've asked Obey, the illusionist, to run through a few simulations for you down in the storage cellars. Just follow me this way and I'll unlock the door for you. Alright. So let's learn a thing or two
Our rules
about party combat. There you be, Voss. If you haven't trained with Obey yet, then the door's wide open and all you need to do is march in. If you already done your training, then you should go see Gorion. Your father is anxious for you. Voss, the Gate Warden, asked me to prepare a little going away party for you. A bit of mass combat practice is in order, I believe. Also, jerk. Making fun of the way he talks. Well, I'll make it real simple for you. Candaris, Mordain, Arcanus, Dedder, and Osprey are all going to join your party. You'll have complete control over them, same as you will with anyone else who might join you in your coming travels. Once they've all joined your party, I'm going to summon in several illusions of common monsters you might encounter outside the safety of this keep. These illusions will attack the party, and it will be up to you to issue the necessary orders to dispose of them. Remember, the creatures are illusions, and they won't be able to hurt you. Try your best to kill them. However, in the real world, pain, harm, and even death are far more real. Some of your comrades will have magic items such as potions and wands. You'll have to equip these in the quick slots of the characters who have them. Some of them also have spells. You can cast these during battle. Remember, even rogues and warriors can benefit from a good understanding of these more arcane forms of combat. Every so often, I will ask you if you've had enough. If you have, then I shall teleport you back outside. If you wish to continue practicing, however, then I shall create some more illusions for you to fight. Are you ready then? Good. Here we go. Okay. So,
I stand ready with ease.
like he just said, we have a whole party here. And for this point in the game, they actually have some decent equipment. We can look at their inventory from this little bag icon. I've also paused the game, which is why everything has gone grayscale. That way we have a moment to take a look at these guys. So as we can see from our character, we have 2 knives, because we are going to be dual wielding. We have an armor class of 6. We get a -3 from our dexterity, which is good. Again, lower number, good. Hit points, we only have 8. Our THAC0 is 22 and 26, not great. And this is the damage that we can do with the daggers. So it's a 1d4 on both daggers. We've got a fighter here. He's decent. Calderus is a cleric. Osprey is a cleric mage. I always liked that combo. That's a good combo. Mordain is an invoker. And Dedair is a fighter thief. Alright. So, with the way the game is currently set up, we have the AI on. And so these characters are just going to start doing things by themselves. You can see the spellcasters are casting some magic. And people are going in for the attacks. Generally, it's a good idea to have characters who are mages in the back because they don't have a whole lot of hit points. I don't have a whole lot of hit points either, but I'm better off up front for now. Besides, these guys can't hurt us. So that's how a fight would normally go. When we start getting our own party members out in the game proper, I will definitely be altering their AI so that I have a bit more control over them, because one thing I do not like is when characters are automatically casting spells and such without me telling them to. But if you're just hopping into the game has a decent enough AI that you can just kind of like babysit versus micromanage your party. So, anyway, I think I've had enough. Just take me outside. Okay then, once I teleport you outside, you're not going to be able to get back in here again. This is for your own protection, as the illusions I use can sometimes be dangerous. Goodbye! Oh, thank you, Pseudo. I really like how my custom portraits turned out, too. I've always wanted to play through the game, making my own custom portraits, but I just, like, I hadn't been at the art point, like, artistic point in my life where I'm like, I don't know if I could stand to, like, look at my own art while playing the whole game. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, yeah, I like this. I think it's cool. And I can see a bigger version of it here in my character sheet, which I guess we can go over this really quick. You have your basic character sheet like you would have playing any D&D game. Gives you all your stats. You can also look at your biography, which is what we read earlier. Oh, actually, that's your information. So this is your character sheet. Information, stats. It'll tell you, like, your game data stuff. So, like, most powerful enemy vanquished, time spent with party, 1 hour. Favorite spell, favorite weapon, so those are the spells and the weapons you use the most. And then this is like, you know, your percentage of experience points in this chapter or in the whole game. Percentage of total kills in the party, experience, value of kills, and number of kills. Cool stuff. This just gives you some info on your class. Specific combo stats. We're not gonna look at this all that often. Because it's just a lot of the numbers stuff. Your skills and abilities. So yeah, and then this bar will fill up with red as we get close to our next level. You can also see we've gained 30 experience and our next level is at 1200. And that's all you really need to know right now.
Yes, it will
Let's
be
see.
done.
What have you got?
Shall we continue your lesson?
Ah, child, I was informed you might be needing instruction on how to properly bend the universe to your will. Is there anything I could tell you about the casting of spells? We will not do that because our character cannot cast spells, so not relevant information right now. We'll talk about that later. I need to find this dude IRL, I know, right? What have you got?
Hello, child.
Ah, here we go. Here's the guy for us. You want to know about thieving? I'm the one to ask. Tell me how to open locks and pick pockets. To pick a pocket... Oh, sorry, that's not what that said at all. To pick a lock, select the thieving button, then the container or door you want unlocked. If your open lock skills is high enough, you'll defeat the lock and be able to open the door or chest. But be wary of traps. Now, if you're looking to nick a little something from a person, select the same thieving button and then target who you want to steal from. The higher your skill in pickpockets, the more valuable items you can take from your mark. The very skilled can take rings right off of fingers. How to find and disarm traps. To look for traps, select the Detect Traps button. You won't be able to do anything but move while you search. If your find trap score is high enough, every round will reveal traps in your field of view. Detected traps are outlined in red. To disarm them, select the thieving button, then the trap. If your find skill is high enough, then the trap will be disarmed. Set traps, I never do, so I won't even ask about it. How to hide in shadows. Select the stealth button to attempt to fade from view. If your check is successful, you'll be invisible for the next round. A new check is made every round. While hidden from view, you can attack from behind with the thief class weapon and deal bonus backstab damage. Any attack made while hidden also receives a +4 bonus to attack and damage regardless of the weapon used. Backstab damage is crazy in this game. Just like really good. Unfortunately, I never do it because I never remember to do it. So maybe we'll do it with one of our other characters, but more likely than not, I'll probably just forget about it. How to detect hidden doors and illusions is kind of the same thing as finding traps, and that's it. So, what he was talking about
with these
is we have these buttons down here, and these are specific to our character. So, the tooltips will also tell you what these buttons do. So this is talk. But here is thieving. So if I click on this, and then I clicked on this guy, I would pickpocket him. Not gonna do that though, because I don't know that I'd be able to. This is our stealth button. And in general, this thieving button will also let us detect traps, illusions, or if we click on something, you know, we can unlock it. Hi, Whitney. Oh, thank you. How's it going?
It's going good. Just got home.
Whitney jump scare.
Hello, humans. I'm gonna go rest now.
Okay. Have a good rest.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you too.
Anyway, got a chest there that had some gold. Important thing to note is that you can get in trouble for stealing things. However, if something is unlocked, it's considered fair game. So, these things, nobody's gonna get mad at me for picking up whatever's in them because it's not locked. Alright. Bunkhouse.
I've a blade with your name on it.
Hey there, you're Gorian's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. And what business is that of yours? I'll make it my business if and I please. Just thought I'd have me a look at you for myself, before I puts a blade down your gullet. Someone seems to think you're trouble, so I'm gonna use your head for a ticket out of the gutter. I'm just a little street trash hood, they say, but I'll show 'em. Yeah, well, we'll see about that, Carbos. Boom! Take that! Now, in the original game, you literally had to, like, pixel hunt to look for this icon to show up, and then that's how you would loot things. However, one nice thing that they've added in Enhanced Edition is this little button here, which is kind of like an auto loot button. It'll look for anything that's approximately around you, and then you can pick it up from here. So I'll probably be using that quite a bit.
Not a problem.
We also have our tab key, and the tab key will highlight anything of importance on the map that you're on. So I can see by holding the tab key that there's this barrel with nothing in it. I did just kill that guy. To be fair though, he came at me first. He was gonna put a knife down my gullet. Let's show off another thing and look at our journal. Your journal is very useful in games like this. You even have a section here. You have your quests and then like your journal. And if I add an entry, I can literally add a note for myself. Remember to do all the things. Which I think is just like, it's nice for one, because so many of these older games, like, you literally will take notes off the game. So like, it's nice that you have your own journal where you can write in your own entries of things you don't want to forget. But the game will also put in journals for our character as well. So when we talked to Emma, the journal gave us this. My old friend Emma pestered me today. She has a strange way of showing her affection for me, and sometimes she can be quite annoying. Still, she's a nice girl, and I'm glad to know her. I will do my best to try to remember to read these, because some of them are, like, really fun, and they just give our character a little bit more personality. Important quests. Find Gorian. Gorian, my foster father, has informed me that we must immediately leave Candlekeep and set out on a journey. He's given me some gold, and I must purchase supplies for the road, including weapons and armor. He was talking big for someone to get KO'd dead. Yeah, I know, right? He talked all that crap. Sometimes it takes a while for your character to actually land a hit, especially in this early game, but not for Voss.
Not a problem.
Something on your mind?
Karin. I heard shouting, Voss. Are you all right? He's dead. Whoever he was. He lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karin, what's happening to this place? Or, it's better you don't ask questions, Karin. You've instructed me and inspired me throughout my childhood, and your heart would break to see what just transpired here. We'll go with the first one. It's not this place, child. It's you they're after. Gorian's waiting on the steps to the central library and wants you to go to him as soon as you've bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Voss, I've been your tutor for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to doubt that my teachings have been enough. Go to Gorian, child. It is safe for you here no longer. And yeah, we did get another update. Someone wishes me dead. Gorian is right to think we're no longer safe here, though I have no idea why someone would want to cause us harm. The attempt on my life may have been laughable, but I fear there will be more threats to come. So yeah, even Voss agrees. That was pretty pathetic. Hey, more money.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Aha, okay. Hello, child. I understand you may benefit from my knowledge of adventurer specialities. Are there any class abilities you'd like explained? I won't do this as well, because a lot of these won't even apply to our party. But, in short, clerics can turn undead. If they use this ability, this will sometimes either outright kill undead or make them run away from you. A warrior's ability to guard. It's basically what it sounds like. The Bard Song offers buffs to your party if the bard is doing the song instead of fighting. And the Shaman's Dance. You so rarely run into shamans. They're not even in the original game. But I think the Shaman's Dance summons a few creatures depending on the level of the shaman. I think that's how that works. Actually, just tell us. To activate your Shaman's Dance ability, select the dance button. While the ability is active, shamans cannot move or take any other action, but they will summon a steady stream of helpful spirits to aid in battle. Okay. These spirits act of their own accord. The summoner does not direct them, but they are clever enough to differentiate friend from foe. Interesting. Alright. It's never too late to focus your training. Return to me if you wish to know more.
I stand with
Nope, we're good. So here's the barracks.
It will be done.
And we have
I should have
Fuller here. Ugh, what a mead-filled night. That hull is just too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning, too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you, anyways? I was just wondering if you had some errands I could run. Errands? Yeah, actually. I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get them off Winthrop at the inn, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well. There'll be a couple coins in for it. You too. So you can stop giving me that look. Good way to tell people apart on whether or not you should talk to them is if they actually have names. This guy is just a watcher, so he's just a regular old guard. And there are a whole bunch of chests here, but as we will see, they are locked. And since these two are around, if we tried to unlock them, we would get in trouble. So we'll leave those alone. This chest here, however, is unlocked. So we can take Hull's longsword and an antidote. Thank you.
Not a problem.
And everybody's been telling me to go to the inn. So we're gonna head back up here to the top of the map and finally go into the Candlekeep Inn. Yeah, and there's a little signpost here. If you have a little question mark icon, that means that you can click on it and see what it says. Alright, we got a couple more guys in green.
Shall we continue your lesson?
I've been told to advise you in negotiating with merchants, innkeepers, tavern owners, and the like. Is there anything I can tell you of such things? No. We're good. It'll be pretty self-explanatory. How about you?
Child, shall we continue your lessons?
How to move? No. We point and we click. That's how we move about.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Firebead Elven Hair. Ah, yes. I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Beregost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorion's ward, aren't you? Ah, you've come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tethturil in the inner grounds. You should be done examining it by now. If you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Alright, so we picked up another quest. Here we go. Firebead Elvenhair, an old mage who makes the occasional visit here from Beregost, has left an identify scroll with Tethturil in the inner grounds. I swear, without me to run its endless errands, this keep would crumble into the very dust from which it sprang. And Fuller is recovering from last night's mead fest in the barracks. After a little pestering, he agreed to give me a bit of change if I fetch crossbow bolts from the innkeeper, Winthrop. So, over here is Winthrop. We'll talk to him in just a minute. Alright, now, we have a locked chest here, but there is nobody in our line of sight. And that's the thing you really have to look out for. If the people aren't in your line of sight, you can get away with doing a little lockpicking. So, we got a dagger, a spell of armor. All spells will be on these sheets of paper. And the spell Infravision. With the red highlighted around it, that means that we are not able to use this. And you'll see when I pick this up off of my bag, you'll notice that my portrait will go dark. That is also another indicator that I can't use it. When we get other party members in here, if they highlight yellow, that means they will be able to use it. So just another nice little game indication for you. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. Free stuff.
No time to chit-chat.
Thurston. Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of these monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so lovely? Oh, yes, darling. They are most standoffish. They lead a somewhat cloistered life here, so they're unaccustomed to many visitors. You're perhaps a bit colorful compared to what they are used to. Watch your tongue. This was my home for a good part of my life, and I'll not have you slighting them in their own keep. Oh, I'd not let it concern you, my lady. Perhaps they're not used to wealth such as yours. You're quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry here with you? Perhaps they have not been as welcoming as they could have, but you are strangers in their home. We'll go with the first one. That one's the nice one. Colorful. Dear, perhaps we should dress a little more plainly to fit in. Oh, it's worth a try, my dear. Although our clothes may only be the half of it, they certainly wouldn't react any worse than they have. Thank you for your suggestion, boss, and for putting it tactfully. Good eve to you. We love free stuff. We sure do. Oh, wait. This is an unopened drink. I want my open drink. Yeah, option 3 was literally like, hey, got anything expensive on you? Mind if I have it? Anyway, that's everybody in here except Winthrop.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entry fee as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? That is outrageous! What kind of fool do you take me for? Stuff your inn and stuff your company! You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. I fear I do not have that kind of entry fee with me. I suppose I shall return when I do. We're gonna go with the second one. He's just joshing us. Whoa! Just having a bit of fun with ye, me friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know you're always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? And so this will be our general shopkeeping menu. Rooms is where we start here. It shows you the rooms. We can rest. Resting will heal you and will give you back the ability to cast spells. We don't really need to rest right now, though. Here we have buy and sell. Here is the store's inventory, so I can go through all of that. And then here is my inventory. We have a couple of extra daggers. Actually, we'll keep a dagger. We'll keep an extra dagger just in case. And then these things are grayed out, so unfortunately, I cannot sell these things. But I can give you the dagger. Another thing to note is that up here is the amount of gold that we have. So here's our money, and depending on... I can't remember if it's depending on your alignment or depending on your charisma. It would make more sense if it was your charisma. I think if your charisma is high, Gorion will give you more gold, or if it's low, he gives you less gold to start the game off with. And there's a whole bunch of things that charisma affects, which is pretty neat, and I'll try and point them out as we go along. I have a pretty high charisma for this character, so we should be getting some rather nice options because of that. Things will also be a little bit cheaper for us if we have both a good charisma and good reputation. And the reputation system is tied into like whether you get caught stealing, or do evil acts, stuff like that. Or if you do a whole lot of good acts, you'll have good reputation and things will be cheaper. But we have daggers, so we're good in that regard. We should probably grab ourselves a bolt, because that's what Fuller needs for our quest. And we will grab... I also have the option to steal. I have the money, I'm not going to steal. This is my childhood home. I won't steal from the local innkeeper. We'll get ourselves some studded leather armor. And a lot of this other stuff we can't really use. I don't remember what or if I gave myself anything good for a ranged attack. So yeah, here we go. Our studded leather armor took us from a 6 armor class down to a 3. So that's good. Let's see. We can go in here. Yeah, I have a charisma of 17, which is nice. Okay, we do not have any proficiencies with a long-range weapon. So...
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
I think for the sake of just having something, we'll pick up a sling. Actually, can I use a bow? I can't use a short bow. We'll pick up a bow. We'll just keep the extra sling for now. And if I, whoop, nope, that's to examine it. If I double click on it, I can get multiple. We'll grab 14. Okay. We can put our ammo up here. Put our bow over here. And unfortunately, we cannot sell a quarterstaff because it's worth nothing. So I'll just throw that on the ground. We don't need to carry it around anymore. You really have a very limited inventory space in this game, so you really don't want to hold on to things that you don't need. Hey, Perry, welcome! And also the Winter's Ghost. Hi! Hello, new chatters. Alright. I think that's the stuff that we need from Winthrop for now. So now we can go up the stairs.
With ease.
And we can do a little sneaking around. This guy's sleeping. And he left his drawers unlocked. Can unlock this one. And grab a silver necklace. Ah, and Pseudo gifted a sub to Perry. Thank you. Thanks for the gift, Buster. There we go. We got a little bit of gold and a potion of clarity, which, let's go ahead and show this off. If I right click on any item in the game, I can look at its description. So here's a potion of clarity. It'll give us a brief description of what it is. So this potion will maintain clarity and order from encroaching chaos and insanity. After drinking this potion, the Imbebber? Is that how you say that word? I don't know. Feels an overwhelming sense of calm and purpose, such that they will be unaffected by threatening influences such as feeble mind, confusion, fear, and charm. This feeling will last for 1 hour or until dispelled. So then this will give you the description of it. Prevents feeble mind, confusion, fear, and charm for 1 hour. Has a weight of 1, and it's not usable by a wizard slayer. So cool. We will hang on to that and put it in our quick items. Our quick items here are then reflected down here at the bottom. So if we are in combat, I can just click on this potion and my character will use it right away. Alright, locked. Aw, lockpick failed. What's my lockpick? Oh, my lockpick is 60. Are we sure I can't get it? You can try a few times. Yes! Because it is kind of, like it's a dice roll. You know, like it is in D&D. So, I did have a high enough lockpick that I could eventually get this one. Which is nice, because that gets us a Star Sapphire, which we can sell for a lot. Oh. Locked.
Don't touch
Hello?
me.
Christian?
Something.
Yes, might I help you? Sorry to disturb you. Wrong room, I fear. My apologies. I've been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I'm in quite the fog as the result. Yes, indeed. You might help me to your valuables. I was just wondering who else is sharing the inn with me tonight. Who might you be? We'll make up an excuse. Oh, indeed. Such a wondrous depository it is. I've returned on many an occasion, much to my banker's dismay, and I've not even scratched the surface of the collection here. Would that it were so for all my noble brethren. I fear I may come to the keep merely to proclaim that they did. I suppose it makes them appear more intelligent, though simple quizzing places the majority of them securely about the chimp level. I am sorry, I tend to ramble. Good eve to you. You suck. And then there's another one over here.
Away with you, beggar.
Quincy. What? I certainly hope there's an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself! My apologies. Must have got the room numbers mixed about. Dreadfully sorry. A simple mistake and no cause for excitement, so watch your words. I'll be forced to feed them to you. Explain myself. You're some pompous noble, and I'm here to take your belongings. Straightforward enough. Just getting to know the neighbors. Who might you be? I got the room numbers mixed up. Ahem. Yes, well, don't just let it happen again. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. That's all we can do up here. What's up with all these rude oh. Yeah. The nobles are all very posh in this game. And I kind of love them. I love them in the I hate them kind of way.
With ease.
Alright. So, we've gone down this way and around. Let's go over here to these other areas we've not hit yet.
Hello there.
Feldia. Oh, hello. Have you seen my copy of the History of Halrua anywhere? You know I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here and... Oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Dear, absent-minded Feldia has lost another of her books, The History of Halrua, this time. Last time she was at Candlekeep, she lost an entire 4-volume set in the hay we keep for the cows. So there's a little hint for us.
Hello, child. Shall we continue?
Hello, child. I'm here to teach you about the circles on the ground around everyone's feet. Is there a color you'd like explained? Blue, green, red, yellow, purple. I know all I need to know about feet, thanks. It is not the feet, but the aura surrounding them that is important. Return to me if you change your mind and wish to continue your lessons. I know all about feet. Basically, blue circles are neutral NPCs, red circles are enemies. Yellow is when a character is feared or charmed and you cannot control them, and they will act on their own. And then our regular little colored circles here are our characters that we can control. In the original game, all the colored circles around our party's feet would be green, which is why green was an option. I could turn that back on in the settings, but I kind of like having different colored circles for the different party members, so.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Nope, we already covered most of this stuff about the inventory and the character record and all that, so we're good.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Greetings, child. I can teach you about some less common adventuring hazards and how to avoid them. Is there anything you'd like to know about? Yeah, sure. These would actually be good things to know about. Tell me about fatigue. Characters, especially those with no constitutions, grow tired after going too long without rest. As fatigue increases, they accumulate a luck penalty which negatively impacts all attack rolls and saving throws. You can eliminate fatigue by resting, either at an inn or in the wilderness, but take care resting in the wild. You never know what manner of beast might disturb you. So yeah, we can get interrupted from our sleep in the middle of the night if we don't rest at an inn. Tell me about morale. As a battle drags on, characters might lose composure and flee, running to a remote area. If your party includes a bard, their bard song can help prevent moral failure. Tell me the effects of intoxication. Characters imbibing limitations may become intoxicated. This has two effects. Firstly, as many warriors can attest, it increases morale, making it easier to keep fighting without losing composure. However, as you become more and more drunk, you accumulate increasing luck penalties, negatively affecting everything you do. Drink in moderation, if you must drink at all. The tutors are more populous than damselflies on the river on a summer day. Correct. Tell me about disease. Certain monsters may inflict terrible withering diseases upon their victims. These diseases have various effects, but can be removed by a cure disease spell or, frequently, a full night's sleep. Poison. Some attacks may poison you, costing you health every second until the poison runs its course, or kills you. The poisoned have two options. First, they can drink an antidote, or have a slow poison spell cast upon them. Yeah, it's weird. There's a spell called Slow Poison, and you would think from that description it would slow the poison, but it actually heals the poison and gets rid of the poison effect. So it's better than what it sounds like. Alternatively, a poisoned person can simply wait it out and hope for the best. Healing spells can keep one alive long enough to survive most poisons, but some act too quickly for healing to counteract. Alright, and that's everything. Thank you.
It will be done.
It's good stuff to know. Here, we have the priest quarters.
Hello?
Hello. Oh, goody goody, I've gone and found ye first. You're the ward of Gorion, no doubt. Hello, Shank. I do not recognize you. Who are you and what are you doing here? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologize for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. A pity, I know. But it would seem that your head is worth an exceptional amount to me. I kill you myself, and I need not share the credit with anyone. Alright. Get him! We had a swing and a miss. You can see our rolls down here. Swing and a miss. Oh, we hit him. Get him! Come on! Get him, boss! Don't let him shank you. It's a lot of misses, guys. Come on. We handled Car Boss. Easy peasy. There you go. Good job. Oh, don't you love being level 1, where everybody is just swinging and not hitting. And he just had a dagger.
Not a problem.
What do we got here? Locked. What's funny is I have had experiences before where I've come in here and unlocked this so quickly and got the chest, that this guy didn't talk to me yet. And so... and so he called the guards on me, and then talked to me and had his dialogue, where then he attacks me. And so then I have guards and this guy trying to kill me. And it's like, wait, but this guy's trying to murder me. Alright, nothing there. 8 gold there. A warhammer. And nothing. Alright. Parda. Boss, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something's very wrong indeed. Oh, Parda, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Or, it's nothing, Parda. One of the cats didn't like me petting it. I'm alright, really. Let's tell him the truth. Hurry then, child. Equip yourself at the inn and go to Gorion on the steps of the library. I had a sense something like this might happen. Well, we've got a few side quests to finish up, Parda. Don't rush me.
What do you need?
Dreppin. Feldia left one of her books here again. It's in the hay there, beside the cow. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. Alright. In the hay. We have the history of Helrua. Another fun thing is, if you want, the books are readable. So if you played Baldur's Gate 3, you'll know that books are readable in that game too. And you can read so many books. I will only be reading a couple of the books that we get, mostly ones that are like related to the story. But if you're interested, a lot of this stuff was just like, this is the stuff that's, you know, you would find in the D&D manuals at the time. So, you know, you can read more about the world. I never read them in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm so bad about it. I do read them in Baldur's Gate 3, because I actually think they're pretty interesting most of the time, and some of them are really funny. Sometimes, though, it's just like, here's a manual explanation of, like, this city that's somewhere else on the continent, and you're like, okay, cool.
Hello there.
My book! Oh, you remind me of Gorion when you grin like that. Raising you's been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny, even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Well, thank you, Felida. Felida. However you say your name. I'm gonna actually, yeah, hop in here, because we still have to give Firebead his scroll. So we gotta find Tethteril. And then we're gonna go back to Winthrop and sell some of the stuff we've collected. Can't turn up the voices anymore. You guys are so quiet, though. Alright. These guys are chanters. And they're literally out here singing different prophecies of Elondo. And if you are familiar with Baldur's Gate's story at all, you'll actually know that some of the things that they're chanting about is some foreshadowing for what's going to be going on in the story. So I always like coming over to see them. I think it's a really neat Easter egg. Alright, Tethteril, where are you? You're gonna be over on the side that I did not go down. Of course. Dude! Hey! Hey! You! Get back here! This is the guy we need to find. Stop walking.
Greetings, young one.
Firebeard sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well. Return the scroll to him. But then I must hurry and speak with Gorion. He's waiting for... Oh, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He's waiting for you on the steps of the Central Library. I assure you, child, it's a matter of greatest urgency. Well, thank you. Yeah, he had an identify scroll. So let's take that back to Winthrop, or not Winthrop, Firebeard.
It will be
and then we'll talk to Winthrop.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, I'm glad to see that age has not hardened your heart towards an old man such as myself. I'll take all your identify scrolls. I have great use for these types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you. It will protect you from any evil you might meet tonight. Here we go. Old Firebeard was grateful for my help. He cast a spell on me and said it would protect me from any evil I might meet tonight. I don't know what's out there beyond these walls, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. Yeah, and so now we're glowing, and we can see that we have a little symbol here. If we go to our character page, we can see that this symbol means we have a spell called Protection from Evil cast on us.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arch.
As good to see you again as any other I could lay eyes on. Make yourself comfortable if you will. If you've anything, if you wish for anything, just ask. Nope, that's the one we're keeping. We can sell this. Yeah, Star Sapphire. That was the gem we got from the chest upstairs. 1,000 gold. Hell yeah. And we don't need that Warhammer. Alright. There we go. Empty our inventory a little bit. But yeah, that gives us a nice head start with our cash. Alright. Dreppen said he wanted to talk to us again, so let's go see what he has to say.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though. Her being sick and all. I need to get her one of them potions of antidote off Hall. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to man the gates early this morning. So I bet he got a few of them lying around somewheres. Well, we just so happen to have an antidote for your cow.
What do you need?
Heh, you're a wonder, you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'll probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though, as I hear that the bandits out there would soon as kill you as look as you, to get it off your back. I just hope this whole Iron Crisis business is wrapped up soon. Well, I don't really know anything about that. Yeah, we got Dreppen's cow. Well, I found that potion for Dreppen's cow. I just hope it's what he thinks it is, and not a potion of fire breath or something. There's also this one. Poor absent-minded Feldia gave me a gem for returning her lost book. Candlekeep, it seems, continue to defy all laws of economics. The more books it holds, the more valuable they become to those who read them. The greater the supply, the greater the demand. Bah! All this thinking is making my head hurt. Time to pawn this gem and get something useful for it. Heck yeah. Alright. Good stuff.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
I'm pleased to see you've taken the time to pay tribute to the wise Ogma. I was wondering what you had to offer at this Temple of Wisdom. So, here we have our typical church menu. You can donate to the church, which will, if you donate enough, you can fix your reputation. So say you get caught stealing or something like that, donate to the church and they will raise your reputation back up. They can also cast spells on you if you've had any bad spells hit you or anything. I could use their Cure Light Wounds, but then they also have, you know, stuff like Resurrection. If you have a party member that dies, you can use that. And then we can buy stuff from them. They typically just have like a very small selection of potions. A potion of healing wouldn't be bad, but I don't think I really need anything from them right now. And then probably the most important thing that they have is this, which is Identify. And if you have anything that needs to be identified, for 100 gold, they can tell you what it is. But we don't really need anything from them. Jondalar. Hey there, boss. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father Grinds asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher. So, I hope you brought your staff with you. I kind of dropped it on the ground. Hope that's okay. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Left-clicking within the circle will direct your attack to me. You can switch weapons using the quick weapons icon. Blah, 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 blah. During our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press spacebar at any time to pause the game. This will give you time to think, especially once my little surprise comes up. Are you ready now? Good. So, his little surprise is that there is another person attacking us back there. Eric. You did good, kid, especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the Gate Warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people, which we already did. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Yep. We're all good. Reaver. I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Yeah, we still have Fuller's errand to run. Reaver has once again pressed me into service in his storehouse. All reports suggest that our feline forces have turned traitor and that the rats are on the offensive. It appears that I am our last hope in the face of such awesome display of power. Farewell, dear journal. Farewell. So this quest is actually referenced in Baldur's Gate 3, which is fun. There's a little quest where you have to go into a kitchen in Baldur's Gate, and there's cats that don't want to fight the rats, but there's rats down in the kitchen basement, and you have to fight them. Yeah, so this is just kind of that classic RPG, hey, go into the storehouse and fight some rats. So, we're killing rats, and the cats aren't helping. I think there's one or two more. Yeah, there's another one over there. Experience 1 point. Woohoo! Alright. We got them all. get a silver ring. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Ah, yes, kill them like the rats they are. A glorious battle unlike any this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. Yeah, poor rats. And then... mental note. Don't join the armed forces. They never inform you of the full danger when you enter, and they always pay you squat when you leave. Reaver gave me all of 5 gold pieces for putting my life on the line in there. Isn't there a Candlekeep People's Revolutionary Front I can join somewhere? This game has a silly sense of humor and I love it. Alright. Let's talk to old Hull here, man in the gate. Hey, kid. Oh, I woke up late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Dreppen needs one for old Nessa. Alright, so we already took care of half of that. Here is your sword. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Grind's a fool for trying to bring you up right, and you can tell him I said so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is the result of twerps like you running off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here, I'm on duty. So, Hull will respond to you this way, unless you have an 18 or higher charisma. He's just feeling really grumpy from being at work after drinking the night away, and so he takes it out on you. It doesn't matter how fast you get a sword back to him. It all depends on your charisma. So let's see, Hull sword. Hull gave me 10 gold pieces for bringing him his own dumb sword. I should have charged him extra for the tongue lashing he gave me, though. Yeah. Alright.
Not a problem.
Fuller, I've got some crossbow bolts for you, and then we are done. We can go talk to Gorion. I thought he was being sarcastic because you had it immediately. No. No, he's being an ass.
It will be done.
I should have joined the army.
Here you are, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. Yeah. And Fuller gave me a lousy 10 gold for running his errands. I bet I'd make at least 15 for being an errand runner in Baldur's Gate. Oh man. 15 gold. As if we didn't sell a star sapphire for 1,000. Literal pennies here. Man, it's all rainy too. Gorion, you sure you want to leave in this weather? Now you might be wondering, well, why don't you go check out the big old library? Unfortunately, it is locked. And it is locked in a way that we cannot unpick it. The mechanism that operates the store does not have a conventional lock and may be warded against simple spells. So, we cannot go inside the library at this time.
You must learn to be patient, child.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. Keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Alright. Wait just one more second. Let me double check that we finished everything here. Yep. Alright. No other notes from our journal? Alright, let's go.
Everything will be explained to you in time.
Alright. Time to get out of the tutorial.
If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Bye, Pseudo. Have fun with Community Day.
Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time.
Good. Thank you, Brian.
Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I am sorry that you feel that way, old man.
I am not well.
Run, boss, run! Man, go Gorion. Took out 3 guys all by himself. Oh.
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Yeah, or Dad. Goodbye, Dad.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets either. I saw Gorion, and I'm so sorry. I kind of figured something bad might happen to you out here. How could you have known? Gorion didn't even tell me. I do not want you looking over my shoulder as I travel. Take your nosy little self back to the keep before Winthrop sees you're gone. No, we're gonna tell Imoen to, we're gonna say, how would you have known? I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have it on his body. Anyway, I'm not gonna let you wander around here. Wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down, no sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. Alright, and so with that, we've been separated permanently from Gorion. And we have Imoen on our team, who is also a thief, level 1. And her stats, she's neutral good, and she's got 8 hit points. Gonna want to manage her inventory on our own here just a little bit. Get ourselves a couple of potions of regular healing. I'm gonna give her some more arrows. She also has an oil of speed, which will double the movement and attack rate of a character, which is great. And she has a wand of magic missiles, which she can use. The charge ability is 1 magic missile will strike the target. which is 1d4 plus 1 magic damage, and it hits 1 creature and requires 9 intelligence to use. So, as you can see here, I can actually use it as well. However, I am going to let Emmeline keep that. Emmeline, have you got some sort of knife? No. She's technically better with short swords, if I remember correctly. We love a manic pixie dream girl. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely her archetype.
I stand ready.
Alright. And now that we have 2 characters, you'll see that we have different buttons down here. So if I'm selected on one character, I have this character's specific abilities. And Emmeline's isn't going to change that much. She has a slightly different weapon layout and quick items. But, you know, since she's also a thief, we also have the thieving and hiding options. But if we have both of them selected, we can choose our party formation. And this is how we will walk around places. So, we're going to head up here and see what's left of the aftermath of the battle that took place. Because it is just up here at the ambush site. No, this is not my first run of Baldur's Gate 1. I'm quite familiar with the game. And I'm more so playing it because I have a bunch of friends who love Baldur's Gate 3 but haven't experienced the original games. And I'm a big fan of the originals, so I wanted to share them. This leather armor is going to at least be decent for Emmeline to have for now. And we're going to kind of leave a lot of this other stuff behind. We don't need it. And this will be the first instance of the mod that we installed, the NPC project. So, because we're at this story moment, Emmeline is talking to us. Is that Gorion? Yes, he died saving me from some thing. Yes, it was Gorion. He died while protecting me from an attack. Push the body with your foot. Right. The great mage Gorion couldn't even stand his ground against a couple of ogres and a scarecrow. So, we're gonna go with option 2. It was Gorion. Don't you even know what attacked you? Whatever it was, looks like it was vicious. I was scared out of my wits. What do you expect? It was too dark to see much, but it was humanoid, though I couldn't see a face. His eyes glowed, though, like hell's fire, and he would have gone straight for me if Gorion, God's rest his soul, had not barred his way. Can't remember much about last night, or much about the attacker, but I do remember that it spoke. Ogres, some girl with a mace, and a huge man in spiked armor. I didn't stick around long enough to take a closer look, you know, with Gorion shouting at me to run, that man demanding my head and all. No, we're gonna describe what he looked like. I see. So he wasn't after Gorion, but you. I don't like this, Voss. Don't like it at all. I don't either. I have to find out what's going on and why I was attacked. I don't want to drag you into this, though, Emmeline. I don't either, but what's done is done. Gorion's spirit won't come back now. I doubt even a high cleric of Helm could restore life to a body this torn up. No, we best move on now, Emmeline. I didn't want Gorion to die, but I will avenge him, Emmeline. Just you wait. Huh. Things are just starting to get interesting. Don't get me wrong, I wish Gorion were here, but this is how great adventures start, Emmeline. Have I asked your opinion, brat? So, as you can see, for the most part, a lot of these bonus dialogues from the NPC project are kind of going to go from the, like, nice option on top to the more, like, rude or evil options lower. So I probably won't be reading all of them all the time. I'll probably be sticking to, you know, saying some of the nicer stuff. So we'll say number 2 again. I don't like this either. What's done is done. Are you sure? At least we could give him a proper burial, you know? It's not like I like doing it, but I know I'd like to have someone to bury me as well. I suppose you're right. Well, what are we standing about? Let's just dig. Maybe one day we can return and add a small gravestone or something. I don't want to have to bury someone ever again. Don't you go and die on me now, Voss. I don't think I could handle it if I had to bury you as well. Don't worry, Emmeline, I won't. Let's go now and let Gorion rest in peace. And as long as you promise I won't have to bury you either. Let's go with option 2. You bury Gorion in a small stone cairn where he fell. So, Voss, how are you doing? I still can't believe that Gorion is dead. Me too. Is that why you don't talk much lately? All quiet and stuff. Yes, and I have a lot on my mind. I'd hate to see this eat away at you. We'll get him, you know. That guy, whoever he was, who killed your dad. We'll find who he is, and pay him back good. And don't even think of ditching me either. I know what I'm doing, and I'm in this with you. I'm in this as much as you. I like Gorion, and you're my best friend. I'm your best friend too, whether you know it or not. You can count on me, and don't you forget it. What brings us on, Emmeline? I don't think I've ever seen you act this way. I'm just mad, that's all. Mad, sad, and a little worried, I guess. I'll get over it. I was trying to make you feel better, and now I'm all worked up. Come on, let's go find an evil dragon's lair or something to loot. On second thought, a hobgoblin cave is more your speed. Or maybe a Zvart village? I'll have to think about this one. Thanks, Emmeline.
Ready. Not a problem.
Yeah, as you can see, the NPC project adds a lot more characterization to them, because otherwise, like in the vanilla game, you wouldn't get any of that dialogue that we just had with her. So it's really, really nice. Yeah, she's a real sweetheart. Now, the game told us, very specifically, in the cutscene after the ambush that took place happened, that we cannot go back to Candlekeep. We will not find any quarter there. However, as someone who's going through this role-playing a little bit, I feel like at least the first thing that I would do as this character is at least try to go back to Candlekeep and be like, hey guys, my dad died.
Not a problem.
This is still my home, right? So we're gonna approach the gates of Candlekeep from the outside and talk to the gate warden.
Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our library.
We don't have a book, but I used to live here. I'm sorry, friend. I know you're the child of Gorion and have dwelt here all your life, but I cannot exempt anyone from the sanctions of the Most High Orant. But, Keeper, Gorion and Voss were attacked just outside the keep, near the coastway. Gorion, he's dead. Voss just managed to escape. I saw it all. Don't you think you could make an exception? You've known Voss for years. I I'm saddened to hear of Gorian's death, Voss. Your father was a good man and my friend. I'll inform the Most High Ulrint and Tethteril of his passing. This is grave news indeed. However, I hope you understand that I just cannot allow you in, Voss. My hands are tied in this manner. I could really use your help. I have no home, no guardian. I need to get to the Friendly Arm Inn. Perhaps I can help in a small way. Here, please take this. It's not much, but I hope it'll be of some assistance. Emowyn, you, however, are free to enter if you wish. Winthrop is quite worried over your disappearance. He gave us 100 gold. Oh, no, Voss and I are in this together, through thick and thin. Puffguts has my letter, and he taught me a thing or two. Old Emowyn can stay out of trouble. Tell him I love him, though, will ya? And tell him not to worry about little old me. I will, Emowyn. Take care, both of you. And Voss, be wary of strangers. And don't be too quick to give out your name. Just a bit of advice. Safe travels. Well,
With ease.
that's that. We are officially not allowed back home. Oop. I did want to check our journal, and you will see that it gives us the same dialogue here that we had during the cutscene. Quests. Go to the Friendly Arm Inn. With Gorian slain, I must continue onward by myself. My first destination should be the Friendly Arm Inn to the north. Gorian claims that his former associates, Khalid and Jaheira, will be there waiting for me. Now, bit of an aside here, but how I plan on tackling most of these maps, because we've got a lot of maps to go through in this game, is I generally have a pretty good idea where the quote-unquote important stuff is in most maps. So I will mostly go for those areas and speak to, you know, any NPCs or find any treasure or whatever. But when it comes to like clearing the whole map, we would have to like literally walk around this whole map to get rid of all the black. And I'm not going to do that. So just to save us time from pointlessly wandering around, I will go to what's important. West to Candlekeep. We've got an NPC here, Chase.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
Oh, hello. Well, I was about to tell you not to come any closer, but that never seems to work, does it? Well, regardless, I should remain true to the genre. Don't come any closer or I'll jump. Yeah, you heard me. I'll do it too. So, don't come any closer again, and don't try to stop me. Hey, you know what? Voss over here was just locked out of his hometown without a penny, and some monsters killed his father. If anyone here should be jumping off cliffs, it's him. Thanks, Emowyn. And did you see him jumping? So what's your problem? We can either say, okay, or no, by all the gods, do not do such a thing. There's so much to live for. And by all means, jump if you must. More air for the rest of us. I'm just gonna say, okay. Okay? You aren't going to do a thing? Wow, you must have incredible faith in my will to live. No one has ever shown such trust in me, not ever. Not even Mumsy. Oh, thank you so much for your quiet faith. I choose to live. I choose to live. Oh no, I have to get home before Mumsy finds the note. She's no stomach for such things. I'll have Jeeves double her usual cocktails and tell her of my new resolve. Thank you so much. Tra-la, life is grand once again. What a queer fellow. Never mind, must go, much to do. What a tool.
Yes? It will be done.
And off he goes. What the hell just happened? One of the many, just, you know, humorous events you can run into in this game. I will also say, important thing to note, whenever you see this wheel icon on the edge of the map, go ahead and click it. That is how you unlock new areas to go to. So as you can see, south of the area we are currently at is the High Hedge. We won't be going there for the time being. We will follow the road. Game's wild. Affectionate. Yep.
Hello there.
Hi. Closed. Well, busy day for me indeed. Strange noises throughout the night. Now a plethora of people strolling about the wood. You do look a touch more hospitable than the last two I met, though. Well met, stranger. I'm called Closed. Hiya, I'm Emmeline, and that's my friend Voss. We just got out of Candlekeep, and we're starting on a grand adventure. Avenging the great mage and all. Voss, why are you standing with your mouth shut as a clam when the tide is out? You know more about that. More than I about that fighting thing anyway. So, tell about it. So go tell about it. Gosh, Emmeline. That's what adventurers do. Famous ones anyway. Or how would they even go... Or how would they ever get into bard songs? You say you saw two people in the woods? I was told to meet some friends at the Friendly Arm Inn. Perhaps they and the ones that you met are one and the same. I doubt these are the ones you seek. They do not seem the friendly type, and are far afield of the inn. If you wish to meet them, I left them not a moment ago up the road. You'll have to pass them anyway if you wish to go to the Friendly Arm. There's a crossroads a ways to the east, and the inn is north of that. Thanks for your time. I shall be on my way. Fare thee well, as they say. Alright, so who are these people up the road that he's talking about? These two?
Thee already be disturbed. Now leave me be. Your company be toil enough as is.
Hello there, kid. Rather strange place to be wandering, ain't it? My companion has something to say to you. Okay.
Montalon, you are so aggravating. 'Tis disturbing to my demeanor.
A child wandering the wilderness. Surely you must be none too bright to be traveling these woods. And you look a bit scuffed, too. Fine pair of troubles all your own. Indeed, I can offer you healing potions if you wish, as a token of goodwill. Psst, boss. The mage speaks like he's laying honey on bread, but I don't know. I don't like his eyes a single bit. I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions, and I'll not even hold you in debt, though your conscience knows otherwise. Just like all good people. He gave us a potion of healing. Perhaps as payment you would go with us to Nashkel. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage, specifically where to lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gaskill, I believe. Your conscience be your guide. Go on your way and leave me be. I would go my own path. You won't do this for me. You're bad. And I'll have someone hurt you. You'll see. That one's a meanie, Monty. Not a nice child at all. Oh, now you've gone and set him off. Blasted maid will blither for hours. Off with ye. I'll not suffer the both of ye. So that was Montaron and Czar, two companions that you can get early, like, as soon as you could get ammo in, basically, here on this first map. They are both evil. If you could not tell from that dialogue. I think Czar is like a chaotic, evil necromancer, and Montaron is like a neutral, evil fighter thief. So if you're playing an evil party, you know, they're two companions that you can pick up almost right away. Now, no, I haven't passed it yet. There is a special little secret waiting for us. Aha, there it is. Right here in this tree. There is a diamond we can pick up. Wow! And Winthrop used to tell me that diamonds don't grow on trees. Sure, in Candlekeep they don't. Hey, Voss, cheer up. Timora favors us, it seems to me. Oh, shoot. Okay, we've got an enemy, a wolf. Hopefully we don't die. Come on. Emmeline's doing pretty good with the bow back there. Oh! Okay, the camera shaking means we landed a critical hit. Who did that? Voss. Voss did the critical hit. Good job, buddy. Oh, man! And nobody took any damage. That's pretty dang good. Good job, guys. I know it might seem like I'm over-exaggerating the battles here, but you can literally just get one shot at this point in the game, which is why I quick save often. Alright. And this opens the next map, so here we go.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
It has been nigh unto a 10 days since I've seen a soul walking this road, and I've been without decent conversation since. Traveling nowadays appears to be the domain of either the desperate or the deranged. If thou wouldst pardon my intrusion, may I inquire which pertains to thee? Or do I need to say T? If you mean you is thou, or is it thee? In any case, I'm not desperate and not deranged. I'm excited, and I'm going to be a famous adventurer, like Elminster. Thou art a spirited girl, Imowen. Now what of thy companion? Wait, how'd you know my name? One can acquire such knowledge in more ways than one, child. But let the quiet one speak. So, not to imply anything, but how do you measure up to your own standards? Pestering strangers about their mental state doesn't seem all that well adjusted to me. Or, a fair bit desperate, actually. Might you know the way to the Friendly Arm Inn? I was told I might find some friends there. Or 3. I'm not so stupid as to listen to strangers in the middle of nowhere, no matter how infirm they appear to be. Off with you! We'll go with 2. A fair bit desperate. Flash forwards to Elminster and Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. Right? Well, we wouldn't know who that is. This is just an old man, as you can see by his title. Old man. That I would. The inn is but a short distance to the north, and its doors are open to all. I've no doubt thy friends shall be there, waiting with open arms. My sympathies for any hardships on the road that may have been afflicted upon thee. Though I am certain everything shall turn out for the best. My, but I've wasted too much of thy time, and said too much already. I shall take my leave and wish thee all the best. And we got a journal update. I met a strange man on the road to the Friendly Arm Inn. He seemed interested in me, though I don't know why. He was a little odd.
It will be done.
Oh. Another enemy. This time we got a diseased gibberling. Boom. Done. Good job, guys. Coastway, Friendly Arm Inn to the north, Beregost to the south, Lion's Way west to Candlekeep. So actually, from this stone, we are going to go directly north. We could continue to follow the road, and that would also lead us north. But we want to come up here because there is another little secret for us. But I guess first we're going to have to deal with another wolf. Alright. Come on, do as good as you guys did the first time. That would be great. Uh-huh. You're doing good. Hit him. Oh, 5 damage from Emmeline. Alright, yeah, good job, guys. Alright. We got a ring. And this ring has a blue aura around it, which means it is unidentified. And as you can see, we can click identify here, and if we had a scroll or a spell, we could use that to identify it, but we do not. So, we will have to hold on to this and wait to see what it does later. Of course, wink wink. Yes. Alright, now if we go back over this way a little bit, we will meet back up with the road, which as you can see is just this little bit right here. And we can continue going north.
Hello, pal.
Ellen. If you don't mind, please try to keep your voices down. There be beasties about with better hearing than we. Hey, you grouch, we weren't shouting at all. We were adventurers and understand such things, you know. Tell him, Voss. Hey, there was a thing that went off in the stream. What is it? I don't know. Some alert went off. I don't know what that was about. So you seem quite at home out here. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen? What should I be wary of in this area? Sorry to disturb you. Yeah, we'll just go with number 2. What should I be wary of in this area? Around here? I wouldn't worry yourself too much, unless you're brainless and charge into everything you see. Mostly gibberlings, but they aren't too much of a hassle. A fair bow and a good sword arm could handle 1, maybe 2. More with a mage or cleric backup. Wolves have become a bit more predatory lately. Think it's because more people are hunting for their food, seeing as how the iron shortage took away their normal livelihoods. A hungry wolf is a nasty thing, and I wouldn't travel without a group if I were you. Well, thanks for the advice, sir.
It will be done.
Friendly Arm Inn to the north. Let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Heck yeah.
I stand ready.
Where was it? Here we go. Safe at last at the Friendly Arm Inn. My next step should be to find and introduce myself to Khalid and Jahira, friends of Gorion. They can give me some advice as to what to do next. Yes. And if we go up this road a little bit, we will see the bridge here. However, I have another little secret to share. If we head off here to the east, underneath this pine tree, there is another tiny little speck. And if we pick it up, it's another unidentified ring. So we'll grab that. Yeah, 1998 CGI castle! I really do love the background illustration art of this game. I love like the isometric CRPG look. But I do also love how the like little cutscenes when you get to a new place help just add like a bigger feeling to the area as well. You're like, whoa, that place is so big. Especially when I played this game as a kid, it was just like, wow, like I'm really in this huge fortress town. That's so cool. So alright, let's go poking around. Oh, you know, we didn't talk to the guards out here. I actually want to at least chat one of them up.
I should have joined the army.
Welcome to the Friendly Arm. I trust you know the rules of conduct within. No, but from the look of you, they must be on the dreadfully boring side. Amowin, shush. What are the rules? What kind of rules? Perhaps rules is a touch too formal. It is unwritten but accepted that while herein you will act with the utmost of civility to all other guests. This is a neutral ground and all grievances are left at the gates. If the grievances come in, then you will go out. Enjoy your stay. Alright, let's try in here. Hello?
With ease.
Yes?
Hey there, you're new here, aren't ya? Could I trouble you for a moment? Certainly, milady, speak your mind. Such manners. Well, I need a gruff hand for this task, so keep your please and thank you garbage for the nobles. I was robbed blind by some hobgoblins within sight of this very inn's walls, and I need you to return the favor. They took my ring, and that's all I want back. Will you do it? Pushes you in the ribs. Our financee is... sorry, not financee. Our finesse is unappreciated here, my good lord. What's in it for me? Huh? Nothing. I have no gold to give you. I was just robbed, remember? You'll be doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Sure, we'll do it. Well, thank you. The creatures were just north of the inn. I swear I could almost see them from the upper rooms. Bring me my ring back here when you get it. You'll know when you see it. It's a flame dance ring. Very striking. All right.
It will be done.
Another house here. A commoner.
Yes? With ease.
Sir?
Hello, pal.
My father's farm is at a standstill. One of his tools broke, and the replacement priced incredibly high. If we don't get good stock of ore before harvest, crop will be rotten in the fields. Can't manage a farm with your bare hands. No, I suppose not. Oh, but he's gone. Alright. Make some quick work here. Alright, anyway. Everyone, let's get out of here!
Not a problem.
Nice little peaceful town. I love how he spins you a tale of his woes, and then you rob him blind. Yep. Hey, if I can get away without being caught, I'm gonna steal your shit. Alright, we got the temple here. I guess we'll go ahead and take a peek inside.
You are welcome here in Garl Glittergold's sight.
For a bit of respectful coin, we can cure what ails thee if you need. What sort of cures do you have available? So here we have another church. But, importantly, we have a few things that can be identified. So, Belt of Antipod. Equipped abilities, cold resistance, 100%. But it doubles all fire-based damage taken. Unfortunately, enemies in this game and traps and everything are more often going to be using fire damage than they are cold damage. There's like very few circumstances where this would actually be a good thing to have on. And then we also got these two rings. So, let's see. This first one is a Ring of the Princes, or a Ring of Protection +1. It gives us an armor class +1 and saving throws +1. So that's good. And then the Ring of Wizardry Ever Memory can cast double the amount of first level wizard spells. This is an extremely good ring. And that is the one that we got just outside the gates here. So let's go ahead and give this to Voss. Puts our armor class down to 2. Oh, you know, I never put this leather armor on Emmowen. There you go, girl. Sorry about that. Oh my god, I also never read this letter! This was the letter that was on Gorion. We should read this. Hold on. Gorion's scroll. My friend Gorion, please forgive the abruptness with which now I write, but time is short, and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold, and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, forecasting these events has proved increasingly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We've done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have, perhaps, been a touch too sheltering at this point. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not, in good conscience, let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much harder to hit, regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, do not hesitate to seek out aid from travelers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land, and even without our current concerns, a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jahir and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn. They know little of what has passed, but they are ever thy friends, and will no doubt help however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. E. We will copy that note into our journal so that we have a record of it forever, even after we eventually get rid of the letter, because we don't want it taking up inventory space. Here we are, traveling the good road. Some grand adventure we're having, huh? Not exactly what we used to daydream about, but still, kind of exciting, I guess. I'd rather be out here, going places, doing things, than be stuck in Candlekeep, cleaning out stables and turning down beds. It's been interesting to say the least. Not quite what I had in mind either, but it's not like I have a choice. Or, I don't know. I would have been happy in Candlekeep, I think. I'd rather have some peace and security right now rather than all this hardship. Yes, the whole world is out there. Power, wealth, all just waiting for me, and I intend to grab as much as I can. You're babbling again, Emmeline. You know how much I hate when you do that. Please keep a lid on it. Nah, we're gonna say the first one. That's we, remember? And yeah, I suppose we don't have much choice at that. Still, we can do a lot of good, I think. Wonder if they'll make a tale of our adventures. Just think, one day folks will be in the common room of some inn, maybe even the Candlekeep Inn, and ask a bard to tell them the tale of Emmeline the Quick and her trusty sidekick, Voss. Sidekick? Oh, okay, we'll be partners, I suppose. What do you think? Emmeline the Quick sounds good to you? Quick with the blade and wit. And all the best heroes and heroines have handles. Maybe Emmeline the Terrible. Nah, too dark. Emmeline the Bold? Emmeline the Sly? Emmeline the Magnificent? Hey, that sounds pretty good. How about Emmeline the... Emmeline, the pinnacle of annoyance, the epitome of vexation, and the champion of besetment. No. How about Emmeline the... Shush, you, I'm thinking. Where was I? I still kind of like Emmeline the Quick. I wonder if it's taken already.
I stand ready.
I love how all the evil options are like comically rude or wicked, yeah.
Not a problem. I will require rest soon.
Oh, we're starting to get tired? Well, luckily we are at the Friendly Arm Inn.
Will be done.
So, beds will be in our future. Hello? Hi, friend. I've not seen you here before today. What brings you to the Friendly Arm? I'm here to meet some friends. Oh, you must be whom I am to meet then. I'll take you to your friends. But first, I should be sure you're the correct person. Is your name Voss? We've been told not to give out our name. So, sorry, but no, I don't think you're the person I'm supposed to meet. Really? I would beg to differ. You fit the description, so I think it would be safe to assume that you're the one I seek. Don't move, I have something for you. He has...
Yes?
a staff he wants to throw on our face.
I stand ready.
So I'm going to drink this potion of clarity, because it will protect us from feeble mind. And this guy is a mage, and one of the worst things that this guy can do is cast a spell of fear, which will make our characters run around and probably get killed. So Voss is going to drink that potion, so that won't happen. And then Emmeline is going to actually use our Wand of Magic Missiles to land a hit on him and hopefully interrupt his spell casting. Okay, so that effect that he just cast right there is he cast Mirror Image. So we have to get rid of these duplicates of him in order to hit him again. Emmeline, go ahead and do that again. Oop. And Voss, get to swinging. Oh boy. Emmeline again. Oh geez, okay. So, yep, he did the thing, and you can see Emmeline has the yellow circle around her. She is in a panic. So she is going to run away. And I died. Well, you know, first death being to Tarnish, that's just... That's how the game should go. Is if you don't get your ass kicked by a wolf out in the woods, then getting your ass kicked by this mage is how it goes. Okay. So we have our save here. We're gonna get a little bit more prepared this time. We're gonna have Emmeline come down here. If these guards see the battle going on, they will actually help us with the fight. So,
Hi, friend.
I'm gonna trigger that and kind of lure him down here a little bit. Here to meet some friends? Nope. Alright.
Yes?
So same thing. I'm gonna drink that potion. And we're gonna tell Emmeline to cast the spell. This guard has noticed the commotion, so he's going to come to help.
I stand ready.
Voss, make sure you are attacking. I'm gonna wait just a second. Okay, Emmeline, try it again. Okay, he cast it, but it did not affect Emmeline. That's good. Oh! But that magic missile straight to the face. That hurts. Okay. We try again.
Not a problem.
I'm gone.
Same thing.
Hi, friend.
Yes? Not a problem.
I heard him. He said, hi, friend. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Alright.
I stand ready.
Come on, Voss. You gotta hit him. We're gonna try going without the potion this time. See if we can get a couple more hits on him. Man, where are those guards? Oh, bad. Bad, bad, bad. I should have drank the potion. Well, he's probably gonna kill us here. Yeah, alright. Whew. Hey, guards.
Not a problem.
Stay over here, please.
Hi, friend.
I need your help. Okay.
Yes?
Drink potion.
You're a queer fellow.
Emmeline. Magic missile this guy. Got 2 guards coming over. That is great.
I stand ready.
Go for his jugular, boss. The jugular. Get him. Okay, nobody's been feared. He's out of mirror images. That's good. Oh! Whew, okay. Man.
With ease.
We're having bad luck. And it doesn't help either that I'm fatigued. Dealing with the fatigue is not great. You know what,
Yes?
Voss? Drink the potion now.
I stand with ease.
Hi, friend.
Alright, we got 2 guards right here to help us out.
You're a
Going
queer
for the
fellow.
stab. Emmeline. Okay. I think his mirror images are gone already. That's really good. Ooh, ooh, yeah. That was big damage from the guard. Good job, Emmeline. Oh, he's feared. Oh, we got this. We got it. Woohoo! Yeah, this guy is a real roadblock. He is pretty infamous, if you've played Baldur's Gate before, as being real, just like, stops you in your tracks kind of guy. But we got him. And with that, we can pick up his stuff. He's got a quarterstaff, which, like I said before, you can't sell it. So you may as well just leave it there. And we'll pick up this note. Wow! Tarnish's spellbook is pretty neat. I think I can learn some of this stuff. Oh look, here's something. Hey, think I could turn you into a frog? Hold on, let me try. Manos Potentos Pa! Whoa, hold on, Emmeline. You're no wizard. You shouldn't be fooling around with that. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Aw, don't worry about me. I was only kidding. Those spells or whatever, the things in the back, they look kind of important. I won't mess with those. But these little old things in the front, I bet you even I could learn some of them. I'm gonna try anyway. Well, I suppose that'll be alright. Just be careful, okay? Hey, I told you! Don't worry about me. I'm no dummy. I know what I'm doing. I'll be slinging spells in no time. Haha.
What you want? I'm gone.
Well, I'm happy you're excited, Emmeline. Here you go. Why don't you hold on to some more spells, since you like looking at them. I've got plenty of treasure here. Go ahead and add that. And let's see this note that he dropped. We gotta read notes as we see them. Bounty notice. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Voss, the foster child of Gorion. Last seen in the area of Candlekeep, this person is to be killed in quick order. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 200 coins of gold. As always, any reveal of these plans to the forces of law shall join the target in their fate. Alright, so we've literally got hitmen out for us. But only 200 gold, come on. Come on, I ought to be worth more than that. Copy that note. And okay.
Yes? Not a problem.
We can finally go in, but before we do, I will show off another infamous thing about Baldur's Gate. And if you're familiar with Baldur's Gate 3, they make a couple of nods towards this.
Yep.
I want to make sure that Emmeline is
I'm gone.
far enough away. This will work.
It will be done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I care not. I am gone.
Just the game's way of saying, hey, you need to have your whole crew together to actually go through this door.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine son such as yourself.
But, it's just a very iconic line that anyone who grew up playing this game will be very familiar with the game telling you, you must gather your party before venturing forth. Can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. My uncle's in Baldur's Gate and I can't get there to see him. How come the roads are cut off? Huh, where you been these last few months? The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every scrap iron you got on ye. Surely you must have fled some on your trip here. Unless you come by the West Road, that is. Well, we did come by the West Roads, and why is the West Road still open? If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be the most dangerous of them all, I assure you. But these folks here are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and Am. And guess what? This here inn's smack dab in the middle of it all.
I stand ready.
Well, that seems like some good information to know. So there is a lot of people here. A lot of commoners. Nessie.
I hope our establishment's to your liking.
Welcome to the Friendly Arm Inn. Looks like you've had a rough journey. Yes, the roads were crazy. Who are you, anyway? My name is Nessie. The Mireshades hired me to work in the inn almost 5 years ago. Oh, hi. Guppy, hello? What's up? Oh, yeah. Hi. Oh, goodness. Oh. Yeah? Hi. What? You seem a little indecisive. What's going on? What's up? I'm not feeding you, if that's what you're asking for. I'm sorry, I don't do that. No! Oh, Guppy. Lots to say, yes. Alright, it's wonderful here with the new faces passing through every day. Who are the Mireshades? Oh, Bentley and Galena. They run the place. Bentley's behind the bar there, and you can usually find Galena in the temple. So we already talked to her. I'm usually here, waiting tables and making sure everything stays nice and clean. Oh, hey, whoa, hold on. What about the other thing I want to talk to you about?
Establishment's to your liking.
Who are the new faces here now? Well, with the roads being what they are right now, there aren't too many faces around here that are new anymore. Unshay's been taken this time to write a new book, and Khalid and Jahira have been waiting anxiously in the corner over there, sleeping in shifts to make sure they don't miss whoever it is they're waiting for. Dorn's over there in the opposite corner, as far from Khalid and Jahira as possible. I'd steer clear of him if I had the choice. Who else? Let's see. Landrin's on the top floor, drinking up a storm, and then there was, well, Tarnish. I'm really sorry he caused you trouble. He was all wit and charm until he heard that there were visitors at the gate. We don't allow any fighting here. We have strict rules about that sort of thing, but the guards say he jumped out of the shadows at you, and there's nothing you could do. That's really about it. Everyone else has been here for the past 2 months at least, so we're so full that there's even been talk of letting people throw down their bedrolls in the temple. Yeah, there certainly is a lot of people here. But anyway, you mentioned Khalid and Jahira. That is exactly who we want to talk to. And here they are.
How long must we wait here? Things stir to the south as we sit.
I love them. Alright. Good day, friend. You're the child of Gorion, are you not? I recognize you from his letters, for he writes of you often. Forgive my manners. I'm Jahira, and this is my husband, Khalid. Good to know you. We're old friends of your adopted father. Is he not with you? I must assume the worst. He would not permit his only child to wander without his accompaniment. Jahira! Everybody cheer! Yay! Jahira! Woo! Guppy. Yes, Guppy's here to cheer Jahira as well. Say, wow, yay! No! Go! Go on! Be gone, demon! Go! Alright. If he has passed, we share your loss. Gorion often said that he worried for your safety, even at the expense of his own. He also wished that Khalid and I would become your guardians, if he should ever meet an untimely end. However, you're much older now, and the choice of your companion should be your own. We could travel with you until you get settled, help you find your lot in life. It would be a fitting last service to Gorion, though we should first go to Nashkel. Khalid and I look into local concerns, and there are rumors of strange things happening at the mines. No doubt you've heard of the iron shortage. You would do well to help us. It affects everyone, including you. We are to meet the mayor of the town, Baron Gaskill. Oh, isn't this great, Voss? We made it through the forest full of gibberlings and wolves, and now we're meeting real adventurers. Things are looking up. Hey, Auntie Jahira, I'm Emmeline, a friend of Voss's. Actually, more like a guardian than a friend, you know? Looking after him and all that. Adventurers do not generally call each other Auntie, Emmeline. But enough distractions. Gorion has mentioned you in his correspondence, praising your fast friendship with his ward. You're welcome to come along. Your company would be welcome. Well, good. We'll leave as soon as you're ready, though it should be soon. Yeah, Uncle Khalid and Auntie Jahira are coming with us. This is going to be a great adventure after all. All right. So, we have Jahira and Khalid. And since we have the group all together,
Yes?
we're going to have a little... Oh, I gotta walk all the way around, of course. We're gonna have a little, like, get to know each other time, you know? So we're gonna spend a little time at the bar, and then I'm gonna read you guys some of their, you know, biography so that we can get to know each other. And then we'll get going. So let's see, what do you have to sell? So let's go ahead. Everybody can get some drinks. Let's see. Elminster's Choice Beer. Voss will drink a couple of those. Imoen will have some wine. Oh, here. Alright, so this is the utility of actually drinking at the bar, is that you can overhear conversations and hear rumors about things going on in the world. You hear of the Midsummer Fair down in Nashkel? I heard it's actually doing quite well, despite the trouble that the town's had recently. Alright, so there's a fair going on. Guppy! Go! I don't feed you! Other people feed you! She's being very insistent. Alright. Jahira can have a dry wine. Heard there's some sort of trouble in Nashkel. Something sinister's been moving about in the Nashkel mines. Nobody seems to know for sure. Too busy coping with the bandit raids and such. And we'll give Khalid the Shadow Dark Ale. Another one? Alright, nothing. And then we'll let them sleep. And we'll get them something nicer than just a peasant room. We'll get them a merchant room. Questing with our weird found family. Exactly. Alright. So, you know, we drank a little at the bar, we went up to our rooms, and while we were up there, we all talked about each other and you know, talked about our pasts and stuff. So, first, Emmeline. When asked about her past, Emmeline slaps your shoulder playfully. She says that you, of all people, should know, seeing as you grew up together. Indeed, some of your fondest memories are of meeting this sprightly young lass. She apparently came to Candlekeep much as you did, though 10 years later in life, and she spent much more time with the gruff Winthrop than Gorion. Puffguts, she would call him, much to the old innkeep's dismay. She seems the eternal child and is quite content to play the part of little sister, though you're both of comparable ages. You can tell by her hearty smile that she'll always be willing to travel with you, no matter what path you take. When asked about her past, Jahira glares as she speaks. She says that she was born in the Tether region and is a loyalist of King Alamander's regime, unfortunately during the Tetherian Civil War. Her family was among the nobles targeted by the angry mobs of peasants, and she only was spared because a servant girl took her from the castle before it fell. They fled into the forest of Tethir and stumbled across an enclave of druids willing to take the child. Jaheira grew up a very headstrong girl, believing that the only way to protect nature was to have an active role in the world. She seems to have little in common with Khalid, but even though her manner is often confrontational, she apparently cares deeply for him. Her admiration of Gorion is obvious, and she plainly states that whomever was responsible for his death will suffer an equal fate. When asked about his past, Khalid nervously reveals that he was born and raised in the nation of Kalishan. He does not say much of his parents, but you get the feeling that his merchant father thought little of him, devoting much more attention to Khalid's half-brothers. Khalid thus threw himself into martial pursuits, studying under members of the city militia. He doesn't go into detail on how he met Jaheira, but his adoration of her is obvious. When asked about how he knew Gorion, he will only say that they had long been friends, and that many shared acquaintances will mourn his loss with harp song. So yeah.
My inn is open to all
Actually,
who behave themselves.
sorry, Bentley. I actually need to now do a little bit of inventory management so that we know exactly what it is we've got here and what we need to get from the shop. So Jaheira is currently wearing some leather armor. That's not going to be good enough for her. As a fighter, she can basically wear any armor. So we're going to be getting her something a little bit better than that. She also has a potion of invisibility on her, which will be much more useful to Emma-Wyn. Emma-Wyn will trade and give Jaheira some healing potions. Jaheira is also going to need something better than a quarterstaff. That will not do. Alright, Khalid has a healing potion, which is good. He's got a longsword, a shield, a helmet, and some splint mail armor, which is good. His proficiencies, important to check these so that you know what kind of weapons they are good with. He's got 2 pips in longsword, 1 in axe, and 1 with longbow. So I'll probably get him a spare longsword just in case, because that's one thing. Due to the iron crisis, your regular metal weapons can break on you. So it's always good to have at least a couple more around just in case. We'll also get him a longbow. And Jaheira has 2 pips with a club, quarterstaff, and sling. Okay. And Emma-Wyn's is short sword and short bow. So, Emma-Wyn, we're going to actually give you some better armor as well. We're going to also get rid of this dagger and get you a short sword.
Yes?
Alright.
It will be done.
We have supplies to buy. That diamond that we found in the tree, 500. Very good. Also, Evermemory is 9,000 gold. I'm not selling it though, because like I said, that's a good ring. So we will hold on to it until it becomes useful to us. Okay, I don't need to buy Jaheira a sling, because I do have a sling and bullets. So that's good to keep in mind. Emma-Wyn. You need a short sword. And, oh my gosh, does he not have... He doesn't have studded leather armor. Well, poo. Poo on that. Alright. Let's get rid of that. We will sell this belt of Antipede, because that's the one that makes us resistant to cold damage, but doubles fire damage, and we just really don't need to deal with that. We're also going to get rid of this Scroll of Infravision, because it's useless. Letter, dagger, yeah, get rid of all those things. Okay. So, a club. A large shield. We will get Khalid this plate mail, and then swap the splint mail that he has over to Jaheira. And she'll need a few more bullets. For sure. Emmeline could use some more arrows. Okay. Oh, right. Khalid, you should have an extra long sword, a long bow, and you'll need some arrows for that. Okay. So, give these to Jaheira. Short sword for Emmeline. And some arrows. Jaheira. With the club. And the shield. And then swap this armor here. So now his armor class is 0, which is great. And that splint mail on Jaheira will get her down to a 3, which is not bad. And let's see. Let's go ahead and give you the bow, arrows, and a second sword in case your first one breaks. That's fair, Aldersnap. This game could definitely spook me too as a kid, but it was like kind of spooky in that intriguing way where I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, it's so suspenseful, you know? Which is what pulled me into it.
Not a problem. Over
and over again as a kid. Especially the intro for Baldur's Gate 2. Oh, that was so scary. Alright. So, everyone
with ease
is equipped.
Yes, with ease.
We're gonna also say that before the gang heads off, Voss is gonna do just a little poking around the inn, you know? Just a little seeing what's going on. Seeing if there's anything just, you know, laying around. Ooh. Nice. Oh, lockpick failed. Alright, I think that's a bust on that one. Oh, hello.
A man shouldn't speak to his better unless spoken to first.
Do you have an excuse for barging in here? Unless you're here to make beds, I want you out. Sorry for the intrusion. I'll not bother you again. As well you shouldn't. Be gone. Alright. Unshay. Hey, this is another guy that was mentioned downstairs.
It cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
Have you heard? There's a rogue ogre with a belt fetish to the south of the Friendly Arm Inn. Had to bargain my new girdle of Pearson for my life out there. Wasn't even interested in an autographed copy of my book. Hey, if you get me that belt back, I'd be mighty grateful. Belts, you say, hmm? Do. Hey, perfect. Some studded leather armor. That's exactly what I want for Imowen. I'll just tell, Auntie Jahira. I looked in the shop again and it happened to be there this time. Woohoo! And another noble.
With ease.
Alright, let's see. Nothing. Nothing worth taking. Hello, Landrin.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
Hey, I've got a tiny bit of a spider infestation happening in my cellar in Beregost. I was on my way to the gate, to get some poison, but this would be a lot easier on my legs, to be honest. You'll know the house when you see it. It's right to the west of the Jovial Juggler Inn. Bring back their bodies and prove you've done the job, and I'll give you 100 gold pieces. If you could, please bring my husband's old boots and my old bottle of wine back as well. I'll throw you in something extra. Okay. Oh, a ring? Alright. How about over here? Nothing? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, just making sure that guy can't see us. Huh? No. Alright. Some hefty locks here in this inn. For a 60 to not be enough? Nice. Hello?
No time to chit-chat.
Oh, about time you showed. Here, I need these tunics cleaned and pressed by this eve, and be extra careful with the golden pantaloons. It took 15 women and a small boy from Kalasham 12 days and 4 nights to weave them, so careful on the seams. Well, get going. Sir, yes, sir! Pantaloons pressed and ready by tonight, or breakfast is free, sir! Done and done. Be on your way. Wait a moment. Don't you dare go anywhere. Here's an extra couple of coins. Put in a pleat that would make Daddy proud, if you know what I mean. Now get! Golden pantaloons. Pantaloons of a quality heretofore unseen by the eyes of either man or beast. Dynamic styling and comfort that cradles, cuddles, and coddles. Seduce your thighs, cajole your calves, enjoy golden pantaloons today! Trousers that you would be proud to take home to mother if mother rode fast and fought hard. We can't wear these, but they are ours.
I stand ready. It will be done.
And that's what matters. Make Daddy proud, sir. This is an inn.
It will be done.
I don't know how I'll explain the golden pantaloons to Jahira,
It will be
but
done.
it'll be fine, I'm sure.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
All right, let's Go ahead and sell these odds and ends I picked up. Alright. Anyway, hey guys. Yeah, I just had to run back up to our room for a couple of things. I forgot. You know, oh, and Emma and I went to the shop again. It turns out they had this armor just for you. Isn't that great? And don't worry about those. And Khalid, look, another potion for you. Amazing. Also, heard a couple of tips from some of the other people staying here.
Yes?
That there is an ogre with a belt fetish. So I guess we'll do something about that. I found him in the trash. Yeah. Yeah.
I stand ready. It will be done.
Alright.
With ease.
So, now that we have a party of 4, we're doing pretty good. We're less likely to get just completely demolished by a rogue mage that might be hanging outside any inns. And we got a couple of quests here, so let's see. As I have little else to do and few allies, I should devote some time to investigating the cause of the iron shortage in the region. My next stop should be the town of Nashkel to the south. So, to Nashkel is where we are headed, but as you can see, that is quite a distance away. We'll be traveling for a while. In the meantime, we should try working on some of these quests. Got a rogue ogre, according to a dwarven cleric by the name of Unshay. A rogue ogre with a belt fetish has made a name for himself just south of the Friendly Arm Inn. As Unshay claims to be an author, maybe she'd give me a copy of her book if I can get her Girdle of Piercing back. Jahir and Khalid would have me accompany them to Nashkel. I am to return a ring to Joya in the Friendly Arm Inn. It's a flame dance ring stolen by some hobgoblins just north of the inn. So we should go take care of that first, since that is still on this map. Landrin, a gnome at the Friendly Arm Inn, has apparently fled her home due to some recent spider infestation in her cellar. The house, she informs me, lies just west of the Jovial Juggler Inn in Beregost. As much as I would rather not have them in my pack, she insists on seeing the bodies of the spiders before I am to receive any payment. She hinted at an extra bit of a reward if I bring her husband's old boots and her bottle of wine as well. So, let's go see about some hobgoblins. Man, and it's raining again. I'd leave my house if there was one normal size spider, so that's a fair reason to leave. Yeah, I know, right? We just follow this road up. Aha! Hobgoblin sighting. Get 'em, crew! Alright. Loot. Got a helmet, which is great, because Jahira does not have one. And if your character wears a helmet, they are protected from getting critical hit. So that is very good.
You're a queer fellow.
Let's pick this other stuff up. Bastard sword. We don't need that.
With ease.
Because Khalid wields long swords, not bastard swords. But none of these guys had a flame dance ring. So, further up the road we go. Aha! You know, Voss, you really shouldn't be the first person out. Jaheira and Khalid have more hit points than you. Alright, perfect. Good job, guys. Get another ring, some gold, another ring, and there we go. The flame dance ring.
Yes?
Don't need any of this other stuff.
Done.
And so now I just need you guys head on back here and we can deliver the ring as promised. And while you guys do that, we're also going to take a moment to customize our script and finally edit what the AI is going to be doing. So, when you're looking at the customizable script, you're really just looking at how you want the AIs to react when you go into battle. Or even out of battle, it'll do a couple of things. They have a whole bunch of presets here that you can use, and it generally gives you like a decent idea of what this script will do. I prefer using the advanced AI though, where I can just pick exactly what it is I want them to be doing. So the character will attack enemies on sight. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on. Voss does have a preference for melee, so I'm gonna keep them on that. Sometimes I want both of these off because I'd rather they not prefer one over the other. It's more so whatever I want them using at the time. But Voss is definitely a melee fighter over a ranged fighter. Do not use items. That is definitely going to stay off. Do not use special abilities. I want to choose that. Do not use any kind of spells or find traps or hide in shadows. Yeah, none of this stuff. That's good. Yeah, we are gonna do this for everybody. So Imoen can attack enemies, prefer ranged. No, no, no. No. Find traps. That is something I do want Imoen to do when she is not doing other things. Jaheira. Attack enemies. For her, see, for example, I'm not going to say prefer melee or ranged. Turn all these off. And done. And Khalid. Attack. I'm gonna also not have him prefer anything either. It'll be more of a case-by-case basis of whether I have him up in melee or in the back with range. Alright. That is very good. Oh, Jaheira is actually very close to leveling up. That's nice. Yeah, I guess another thing of note, and the game was paused while I did all that, so they're still on their way walking. But while they're walking, I'll say that in this game, for Baldur's Gate 1, we're at a very low-level adventure throughout the whole game. So, at most, our characters are going to be hitting, like, level 8, or, like, 10 if we're really, really lucky. Most likely, most characters are going to be sitting around level 8 by the time we're done with this game. So the levels will come slow, and we're just dealing with, like, small party stuff.
Not a problem.
Or, you know, low-level party stuff. In Baldur's Gate 2, on the other hand, we're going to be getting into some of the crazy stuff. The, like, level, you know, 15 through 25-ish section of Baldur's, or not of Baldur's Gate, of D&D. And if you know anything about those higher levels, it is crazy the kind of stuff you can do. Alright.
It will be done.
Yes?
I thank you. This ring was a gift when I set out on my own. Couldn't bear the thought of some smelly old hobgoblin having it. You're a good sort, and I'll say so to anyone that asks.
Good on you if you save the day.
Cool. So you heard that little tune, that little doo-doo-doo. That means our reputation has increased. We gained 400 experience, gained a reputation increase, and then we lost the ring. But we can check our reputation. Where is it? Ah, right here. Reputation, average, 12. You generally start, I think you start at 11. So, with our reputation up just a little bit, we will continue to be known throughout the land as either good or evil adventurers, depending on what we do. And our reputation will also affect the dialogues between our party members. So, by being good, Imoen, Jaheira, and Khalid are all going to be more happy with us, more likely to listen to what we have to say. If we were evil, they would be more aggravated with us, more frustrated, more likely to leave. Imoen is a special case where she will not leave you no matter what. She will stick by your side no matter what you do. But Jaheira and Khalid, like, will leave if you turn out to be not a good person. They will basically be like, we are very disappointed in you. Oh! Speaking of Jaheira, let me get a drink first. Did Gorion ever show you much of the forests or teach you about nature? Feel free to ask me any questions you might have about them at any time. In fact, when we're traveling through the wilderness, I would prefer you pay close attention to my counsel or allow me to lead. Is it true that one can have fun killing mosquitoes by tensing one's muscles as soon as they bite? I heard that it contracts the pores, thus trapping the mosquito, while at the same time squeezing a lot of blood into its body and making it explode. Or, we could say, what is the most reliable and nutritious forest fare to be had if I run out of provisions? 3. Forest lore. So how did you and Khalid first meet? That's certainly a normal thing to ask. Let's do number 3, actually. How did you and Khalid first meet? How is that related to forest lore? Well, you're a lady of the forest, and Khalid is a man of the woods. It's a bit of a stretch, but I couldn't think of a more opportune time to ask, without seeming to pry. It's not related to forest lore, Jaheira, but I am curious. If you do not want to talk about it, let's talk about forest lore. What's the most reliable, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's stretch. I'll indulge your curiosity, Voss. First time I saw Khalid was at a ball. We both had to attend on business, but neither of us knew each other. I'd done what I had to and was about to leave when I saw him standing all by himself. He looked so awkward and shy I felt sorry for him and came over to talk. I found him surprisingly charming, and we got to know each other better. Funny. Khalid told me the same story, only he said it was you who was standing all by yourself. Or, How romantic. I bet you had a lot of fun when you both found out you were engaged by the same organization. But enough idle conversation. Let's talk about Forest Lore. Blah, 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 blah. We'll do the first one. Oh, that is an interesting piece of lore. Actually, we were both standing by ourselves, but getting back to wood lore, did you know that grubs can be quite tasty? No one cooks them like Jaheira. Jaheira and Khalid were doing the girl boss and male wife thing before it was cool. Yeah.
I stand ready. It will be done.
Stirring the heckin' pot. That's boss. A little shit stirrer. Alright.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
Oh.
You must defend yourself.
Alright. So we did not make it over to the next map. You can see we made it only part way. But we got waylaid by some enemies. So let's deal with these guys.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Luckily, they are just some little kobolds. So we shouldn't really have any trouble with them. Ouch!
Yeah?
I say, ouch! Leave me alone.
What you want?
Get this guy.
I stand. It will be done. Yes? With ease.
You swap.
I stand. Not a problem.
Man, he's really trained in on me. Leave me alone!
Yes, oh omnipresent. You've a task?
Here we go. Switch to your ranged and get him.
It will be done.
Fallen!
There we go.
Yes,
Man, won't be any problems. Famous last words, huh?
Nature's servant awaits.
Jaheira, please heal me. Oh, yeah, now that we have some party members that are not thieves.
Yes, darkness falls and nature sleeps. Why do we still trump about?
I'm sorry, Jaheira, we have places to be. You can see that she has different options down here. So this will take us to her spells. She has a cure, and she also has an entangle. And then Khalid has guard.
I stand ready. Not a
But
problem.
anyway, let's continue.
Not a problem.
So we were told that the ogre is somewhere on this map, and that is who we are going to try to find.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Good job, gang. Just sharpshooting them.
You've a task? For the fallen!
Get him.
Yes, not a problem.
All right.
I stand ready.
Aha! There's now 4 of us to deal with a wolf. Yeah, get him. Nice.
Not a problem.
Oh, ogre. Where are you? There he is. All right.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Jaheira, see if you can entangle him.
Yep.
Alright. Ooh, ooh.
Yes?
Alright. Back. Back! Yeah, that didn't work. Okay.
Yes?
Khalid. You get in the front. Alright.
Can I help you?
Yeah, good job, guys. As you can imagine, an ogre is quite a bit stronger than a hobgoblin or a kobold or a gibberling. But that went very well. Good job, team.
With ease.
So now we just continue south and we'll hit the town of Beregost here at the end of this map. Generally speaking, if you are someone who is afraid of your characters being a little bit squishy, sticking to the road is generally safer, although you'll still run into monsters and stuff. But you're less likely to run into anything too threatening by sticking to the road. Aha! Speaking of dangers on the road, there's bandits. Like we were told about. They want to steal iron. Let's grab the arrows, the gold, and I know it's nasty, but we're also grabbing the bandit's scalp.
Yes? Not a problem.
We'll need it for later. Beregost.
Hey.
Must dash to Beregost, I must. Governor Keldeth must be told of the extra troops being sent his way. Beregost must be garrisoned in case of Arminian attack. Though Arm has denied such intent, of course they would deny it. The snakes! Make way for the messenger!
I stand with ease.
Oh. And there's a boy.
You funny looking.
Don't you be getting any closer. I'll have Mom come and give you the belt. As you would have it, I did not want to frighten you. Maybe you're not so mean, but that don't mean nothing. Them other bandits didn't seem mean until they attacked Old Man Brill. Stupid bandits and their stupid iron. Leave me. Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be wandering out here, kid.
With ease.
Good day,
Fine day to you, sire. Such a fine day, wouldn't you say?
What do you need?
Well, here we are. Beregost. What you think? I haven't seen much of it yet to have an opinion. Oh, we'll see what she has for us then. Better let me do the talking, boss. A hayseed like you in a big city might... like this. Ooh, pretty scary. Ugh. Hayseed, when did you become so sophisticated? Little Miss Wordly? Oh, I've been all over with Winthrop before we came to Candlekeep. You should know that, but guess you're right. I was kind of little at the time. Hey-ya. Hi, Doom of, Malantai. I understand your reference. let's find a nice place to get some rooms. I haven't had a hot bath in ages. They say Feldpost is a good inn. We should try there. After that, I'm going shopping. We need some supplies. Let's see. We need a new frying pan since you ruined the one that we have. I ruined? As I recall, you were the one who left it on the fire all night. Details, details. It was your idea to have me cook. What else? Some new blankets, soap, lantern oil, spare tent pegs. I think I kind of misplaced your hunting knife, so we'll have to get a new one of those. I need, some new clothes, too. My pink tunic got ripped in that last fight. Emmeline, all your tunics are pink. And cloak. And boots. And gloves. But that was my favorite. So, I'll need a new one. There's lots we need. Hope we have enough money. Well, come on, Slowpoke. I want to have a look around. Need directions? You seem a friendly sort, so I thought I'd offer my services as a guide. What do you need from the town of Beregost? Well... Certainly, if you could direct me to an affordable inn, I'd very much appreciate it. We have many inns for the frugal adventurer. The Red Chief has the basic rooms, though the clientele is a touch rowdy. There's also the Burning Wizard and the Jovial Juggler, which also have finer suites. The Red Chief is near the center of town, as is the Burning Wizard. The Jovial Juggler is a bit further along. It sits on the southwestern edge of the city. Cool. Do you have a good smithy? We have the best smithy in all the realms. Tarom Thunderhammer Fairroom runs Thunderhammer Smithy in the eastern side of town. He has a few exceptional items as well, though you could also check out Feldpost Inn. They carry trophy items, though you'd have to be rich as kings. Feldpost Inn is near the west, closer to the south edge of town. Alright, thanks for your help. No problem, friend. Enjoy your stay. Lucky for her, we have a ton of gold from our legal business adventures. Yes.
Yes?
Correct.
With these.
See, Voss agrees. Voss says yes. Alright. I think, with that being said, we have a whole town to explore and people to talk to and all that, and it's been like over 3 hours, getting close to 4. I think this is a good stopping point for us today. And we will come back and clear out this town of Beregost and continue down south to Nashkel next time on Monday. Yeah! Awesome. Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed the stream. And, you know, like I said, we're going to be taking our time with this game. Really, I want to give you guys the experience of this game that I had as a kid, where, you know, I was like learning to read and play this game at the same time. And a lot of things would go over my head, and then it wasn't until I was just getting out of college that like the enhanced edition released, and I was like, oh my god, Baldur's Gate. I haven't been able to play that in years because like I couldn't get the CDs to work on any of my computers anymore. And when I went back to it, I like just really went through everything again and did it all and just had a great time. And I love this game series a lot. So we're gonna have a fun time doing everything, seeing all the silly stuff. It's an old game, but it's a very, very fun game once you get the hang of it.
I should be more productive with my time.
You know what, Voss? You're so right. We'll get out of here.